took away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. The free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. The last day of the month, the first day of the weekend. Thank you for tuning in one more time. Chapters down below if you want to skip around. Sub button right there. So close to 70K. Appreciate the massive love. And yes, that was the original intro. We mixing it up. So thank you guys for the amazing love. We're just about to get it started because we got some hot topics, hot debates. So without further ado, let's go. And now to the next set of the Smash community possibly getting too damn soft over a pop-off buttons that need to be checked. So there was an interesting debate happened literally about 2 days ago where somebody popped off. I'm not sure. I think it was overseas, but I'm not sure. And they did a little pop off. We'll see the clip. And then people were talking about banning these guys. But other people in the community like, nah, that's some soft shit. I don't understand why he should be banned. Then people start threatening and shit. Anyway, let's watch the clip. Okay, let's see it again. Are we still going? Let's see it again. I think he hits the table, right? Right here. Slams the table, puts down his headset. Jumping up and down. He flips off his opponent. He flips him off. And then he keeps getting hyped. Okay, so that's it. How y'all feeling about that? Should the man be banned? He took off, he slammed his headset, he got up, got hype with it, flipped off the back of his opponent, and then kept getting hype and walking around. Should he be banned for that type of behavior? I see it picking up right here with TKBreezy saying, could somebody point me in the direction of people trying to get this person banned? Because I keep seeing y'all trying to get him banned, but have not seen a single tweet saying such. Or are y'all doing that Twitter shit again? Then from some other separate replies, I see people talking about ban this man, ain't no way you middle finger your opponent after winning with a broken top tier. Or isn't Steve banned like in most Smash tourneys? Steve wins don't count, not a single one. Imagine popping off as a Steve player. I'd beat the fuck out of that goofball fucking Steve player. Then I see somebody taking it a little deeper right here saying, it's the screaming. Being within a foot of them, popping off in their direction, intentionally knocking over someone else's setup. The behavior is just straight up not acceptable. That's beyond a pop-off. That's unhealthy. Definition of assault. And then they took a screenshot right here saying assault involves creating fear of physical harm, can include threats, gestures, and actions, can be charged, even if no physical contact occurs. A key purpose is to prevent violence. Then I see TK responding to that saying, literally, none of these things happened outside of him flipping him off. Set up pop off, but the switch was obviously still standing. I think this is just a really obnoxious pop off that deserves at most a warning to be like, yo, don't do that shit again. Somebody else responds saying, at this grown age, why giving a warning for disorderly conduct? He's lucky he ain't did that to the wrong person, because if it was me, I'm punching the shit out of him. To be honest, a DQ from winner is an appropriate punishment, or if you're in losers, then you're out. TK responds saying, okay, both of these are better arguments than saying we should just ban him. That's all I'm getting at. Somebody else is like, at this grown age, he is still a kid, FYI. He made a proper apology. Okay, there is no need to blow this out of proportion, guys. Others saying he would get banned for what, popping off? Or I don't know, man, he gave the guy the middle finger. That suggests hostility, which makes a safety risk. Ban him /sarcasm. Okay, so it looks like it wraps up like he was kind of joking at the end, but that's the argument I was making. Remember when we were talking about that whole Punk thing with the DR saying, hey, come to the DR and play. And Punk was like, yeah, I'll think about it. Maybe you can pay me like an appearance fee or something like that. And like I said, they would know better than I do because they travel over there and whatnot. But I was like, for me, hell no, I ain't going over there after I done pissed off the whole DR, because yeah, the players could keep it in the game. Mena's always respectful, Kaba and whatnot, but doesn't mean the fans that are not in the game are gonna keep it in the game, because we talked about this the other day. I can't remember with who, but look, everybody is not everybody's not playing with the same deck of cards. It just takes one. It just takes fucking one loose cannon, and they ain't keeping that shit in the game. And if they don't like you and they see you, they gonna do some crazy shit. And we've seen some stuff like here in a thread all over the discussion of a pop-off. But with that aside, let's talk about the pop-off. Let's talk about the pop-off. Was that the case? One guy talking about the definition of assault. Technically, you don't have to touch somebody, yada yada. Other people thinking, I just thought it was funny. He just flipped him off. At worst, all they should have did was give him a warning or something like that. But we shouldn't be talking about banning the dude for something like that. And other people, like the gentleman that was talking about, bringing the heat, he was like, well, he's lucky because if he did it to me, I would have punched him in the face. You gotta realize everybody don't react the same way. And I get that. I get that because that's the point. Everybody does not react the same way. But in regards to what he did, taking the headphones, slamming them on the table, getting up, flipping off the guy, running through, stomping his, clapping his hands, stomping his feet. I could say, yeah, probably cringe, probably a little overboard. Apparently he made an apology. And also, let me say this, I don't know his fucking relationship to the player. If he actually knew him and they do that shit to each other, I don't know. If he had it done to him before, I don't know any of the backstory. But just going off that clip, I don't think a ban, that's just me. I don't think a ban is necessary. I don't think it's, the fact that, he made an apology means he's aware that, hey, don't do that shit again. And I think we can leave it at that. But that's just me. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for that Street Fighter 6 all new gameplay and content reveal, buttons that need to be checked. So this has been a debate, hot topic, well, been going on for some time, but now we got a Capcom Cup right around the corner. It's next week. I believe it starts on the 3rd or the 5th, something like that. And it's wrapping up next week, next Sunday. So it starts next week and wraps up next Sunday in Japan. Capcom Cup 11 going down, and now we got to talk. Now we got to talk that the updates have to come out because Capcom's moving a little different this year than they did last year. It picks up right here with Rooflemonger. Let's check it out. Right here, Rooflemonger posted this saying, it's in the video, but keep in mind that Capcom is not making this statement this time around for the upcoming Capcom Cup. That means for Street Fighter 6, expect the new gameplay, all new content reveals, and build your hype to unsustainable levels, baby. And this is the screenshot he's talking about, where last year they posted this saying, Street Fighter 6, congratulations to the talented players, yada yada. But then down here it goes, we will be focused on the competition at hand. We'd like to provide advance notice that there won't be any new gameplay or content reveals at Cap Cup X. And obviously that was preemptive striking on their side, right? Because a lot of times we have big moments and we're like, what? No reveal? You left us hanging? You left us in suspense? Like you clickbaited us and people get pissed off and the chat goes crazy, social media goes crazy, and they're like, okay, now we're gonna start letting y'all know if there's gonna be something or not, because we're not trying to catch the shit. But from there, it goes even deeper because Rooflemonger releases this video just a few days ago. Link down below so you can check out the full thing. We're just gonna check out a couple minutes. Let's go.
Well, that becoming a bit earlier than we all thought it may be. Because many people, myself included, just said, oh, probably sometime in May. Makes sense. Why? Well, that's kind of how it worked last time around, right? Last year, later in May, that's when Akuma launched. And with Akuma came the big patch for Season 2 of Street Fighter 6. And, okay, come out in May seems a reasonable enough timeline. Come out right before Combo Breaker, just like last time with Akuma. Akuma came out right before Combo Breaker, and, we start the next Pro Tour, all that kind of stuff. The train never stops. Capcom Cup, I don't want to scare you, but it's right around the corner. It runs May 5th through May 8th, and May 5th is only a week and change away. And here's the thing. I think there'll be some major announcements at Capcom Cup this year, unlike last year. Last year, they just showed Ed, that was it. This year, I'm sure they'll have an L in a showcase as well. But here's my reasoning. So Capcom Pro Tour 2025, right? We got the big list here. I showed Combo Breaker. Combo Breaker's not the first event. EVO Japan is the first event on the Capcom Pro Tour 2025. And actually, the next Pro Tour will be played on the next season. That's kind of the deal, right? And EVO Japan is being held near the start of May. So it sort of precludes that Season 3 can't be later in May if the first stop on the Pro Tour is at the beginning of May. And they wouldn't have it just so, Season 3 launches the day before EVO Japan. That's not how that works. Like, say, for last year's Capcom Pro Tour, the season began with EVO of last year, like EVO Prime, if you will. And so, you know, Season 2 is already out for a while at that point. So you'd think there'd be just a little bit of breathing room for, you know, the next Pro Tour season to start and, you know, Season 3 coming out. And thus, I don't think Season 3 is coming out in May. I think it's probably coming out in April. To add to this as well, for the Capcom Cup Finals, which is once again right around the corner, a couple weeks before last year's Capcom Cup final, Capcom made a very public statement saying, hey, yo, there's no news, there's no reveals happening here. And here we are in the exact same time frame, and there is no such statement from Capcom. Of course, I can put it out like a day or two after I make this video, which makes me look stupid, but for now, there's no such statement from Capcom.
Right.
Everyone expects the next season patch to drop when Elena drops in Street Fighter 6, as, once again, that's exactly what happened with Akuma. There's no reason to doubt it would be any other way. So at this point, for the Capcom Cup 11 happening in Japan very soon, a week and change from now, it's very likely that we'll get a proper Elena reveal trailer. And also, on top of that, then we'll get a reveal or preview or perhaps just something, I don't know, we'll see, but a taste of what Season 3 might be. Because if Season 3 is happening either the very extreme early part of May or in April, we got to get the ball rolling and fast on that stuff.
All right, so there you have it. How y'all feeling about them predictions? We talking about Super Street Fighter 6, or at least just the season in general, new updates, new characters, showing us the new season footage, trailer, something at Cap Cup, because they're not doing the same thing they did last year by giving us a warning in advance, like basically don't get your hopes up. Right now, so as of today, which today is what, Friday the 28th, they haven't said anything. So obviously they could say something this weekend, which would suck because it's going to be literally right before the Cup. But so far, hopefully they don't say anything and they give us something juicy. I know a lot of people are waiting for it. A lot of people are hoping that the game gets revamped, certain shit, throw loops, yada yada, get removed or added. It's a lot of speculation. A lot of people think that the game needs an overhaul, while other people are like, nah, this is the best game ever. And I'm gonna wrap it up with this thought right here. Let me know what you think about this, because I thought it was interesting. Broski posted this the other day saying, I've said it a billion times, that Street Fighter 6 as a consumer product is fantastic package and the best day one release of all time. But as a competitive game, it will probably not age especially well if throw loops never go, and that's all. But fuck nuance I get, and that was in response to another tweet that he made where he was like, yo, I guess people were taking his words or a clip of his video out of context. But anyway, what do you think about that? Street Fighter 6 as a consumer product is fantastic, best day one release of all time. But as far as competitive play, it won't age well if they don't remove the throw loops. How y'all feeling? And how y'all feeling about these predictions from Rooflemonger? Let me know. And that it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love. We will see you soon as always. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. I'm going to try to post tomorrow, but if not, it'll definitely be Sunday morning. So thank you guys for the amazing love. Before we get out, I got to give a special shout out to the homie, my brother from another mother, Brian the Dr. African. I can say a lot about this guy. I've said a lot about him throughout the years. I met him in Dallas. He was literally in college. Literally in college when I met this young man, or just like, I can't even remember what year or anything like that, but he was there. I met him at the local, and I got a little brother for life. He's definitely been my little brother. He's helped me on a lot of technical things, editing things. He used to be on a lot of the videos when he used to live here in Dallas. Now he doesn't, and it's his birthday. I don't even know how young he is. And notice how I say young, because he's a little damn kid. He looks like a big ass warrior. He looks like he should be in the UFC or some shit like that, but he's a youngin'. He's a youngin'. I would guess like 27, 28, some young shit like that. Anyway, Doc, if you happen to watch this, happy birthday. And yeah, hope you have a good one. Hope you have fun. Everybody wish the Doc. If you got him on your social media, wish the young man a happy birthday. That's what's up. And there it is one more time. Thank you guys for the amazing love. As I already said, if not tomorrow, definitely Sunday morning. And I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
You know what? Man, so many stories stick out from the Doc. One of the ones that popped to mind is I remember he was getting picked on a lot. He was getting picked on a lot. People was beating him up, just smacking him and whatnot. So he asked me, you look like you know how to throw these things, right? You do, and maybe some of those things, right? And I said, yeah, of course. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? So took him under my wings, took him under my wings, taught him how to fly. And before I knew it, he was whooping ass. He was whooping ass. And every now and then I still got to check him. You know, I still got to pick him up by the, smack that ass, you know what I'm saying? But he's come a long way. He's a man now. He is a man. Look at him. He's kicking bags and shit. He's a fighter. He's a warrior. Because of this guy. Because of this guy. I don't like to talk about it because it seems like I'm bragging. And I'm kind of just making all the shit up. But either way, y'all have a good day.